Good morning. We're in Glasgow, and yes, my hair does look like Don King's, but I thought I would take a moment to show you our 4-star accommodations for the night. Over here, we'll walk this direction. Yes, this is a huge fir tree that you have to duck to get underneath, otherwise you'll hit it. And yes, that is a plume of turkey feathers that's been salted and is drying next to a grill. And yes, that is a beer can next to it. And here is room number 3. This is the suite, and right here you've got room number 1. This is where Sojo slept. This is where Boat slept. And this is where Blue slept. And over here you have room number 2. I would turn the light on, but it doesn't work. This is where Whisper slept, and this is the main room. I'm sorry, the main bed in the entire suite, and that's where Melissa and I stayed. And I'll take you over here and show you the bathroom. It is very luxurious as well. You've got see if the light works in here. You got a nice sink and one of the more interesting showers I've ever seen. So it's actually got pretty decent water. But those were our accommodations for the night. It was $104 for the 6 of us to crash here, which actually isn't that bad. Here, we can see ourselves being recorded. Isn't that bad? And it was a lovely time. It's kind of chilly this morning. We're getting some breakfast, and then we're heading on out of here up north to Waynesboro. Honey, what did we just do?
We did the most amazing thing this entire trip.
And what was that?
We just climbed, without stopping, 3,000 feet.
Almost 3,000 feet. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I feel good.
You got a ladybug on your shoulder, by the way.
Is it making out with another one?
No, that one's not quite as amorous.
Ooh.
This that you're seeing is the James River water basin. Down at the bottom is James River. You can't tell from here, but it's probably 200 or 300 yards wide, and just absolutely a gorgeous view from up here. Off in the distance, the highest peak that you can see, there's actually an FAA radar tower on it, and that is Apple Orchard Mountain, which we came over yesterday. We walked down these ridges, and we've actually been going a little bit southwest. No, I'm sorry, a little bit southeast, to go figure, instead of northeast. But it brought us across the bridge. Bridge that we walked across, the footbridge I showed you yesterday, is down here. And we came up this mountain that you're looking at, and as you can tell, it's pretty steep going down. Probably, what, 4 or 5 dozen switchbacks that we crossed as we were coming up. So really good hike to start the morning, and beautiful weather, and we're hoping to get 20 miles in today. What are you laughing about?
You're such an exaggerator.
What?
4 or 5 dozen switchbacks?
Did you see? There were that many switchbacks. I'm totally not lying. We were wrong. We didn't go up 3,000 feet.
Sure felt like it.
We only went up 1,700. But we still didn't stop, and we still feel good about it. Anything you want to add?
No.
And there were still a bunch of switchbacks, even though she said there weren't that many. There have been requests made for demonstrations of what the trail actually looks like. Melissa is demonstrating the lovely edge of the cliff walk. Forgive her if she doesn't turn around and say hello, but off to our left, if you were to step off the edge, you would probably roll for 400 or 500 feet. This is only a slight uphill going up to a place called Bluff Mountain. As you can see, the ground is very rocky, and it's a beautiful day, but still requires a good bit of concentration so you don't trip and kill yourself on rocks like those that we're passing right now, as I just about did. So, this is the edge of the cliff walking. Here's Melissa again, walking through the leaves. The interesting thing about leaves, right now it's on a flat area, so it's not too bad, but uphills, downhills, next to cliff faces, things like that, anytime there's leaves, there's almost always sharp pointed rocks to go along with it, and roots that are hidden underneath. I just stepped on a rock, actually. So you've got to be incredibly careful to make sure that you don't trip and die. And sometimes these stretches can go on for up to a half a mile, where you really don't see anything but just dead leaves, and it's really just a big guess, hoping that you're not going to step on something that's going to ruin the rest of your walk. This is the exact spot Little Oddie Kleinpau's body was found April 5th, 1881, after straying from Tower Hill Schoolhouse November the 9th, a distance of 7 miles, age 4 years and 11 months. As the story goes, little Oddie was leaving school to go and look for some wood, and I'm guessing the schoolhouse was somewhere in the valley. They looked for him for months and months, didn't find him in the wintertime. And actually, when they sent out a search party, they found him up here on top of this mountain. 4 years and 11 months, he made it all the way up here. I am 28 and a month and a half, and I didn't know if I was going to make it. And Melissa feels pretty much the same. But it's a gorgeous view from up on top.